Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man. How early do y'all do the Halle Berry and Walk That Walk though? Because I know when it got popping, but I'm talking about how long did it go from y'all doing it to like really getting popping? And
So I had did Walk That Walk before Halle Berry, but Walk That Walk was a slower process burning. It was just like growing slow. When we did Halle Berry, that shit went instantly. Like it wouldn't. So it appeared that Halle Berry, because it did blow up faster. People thought it. In retrospect, a lot of people thought that came first, but it wasn't. But what happened was Halle Berry blew up fast. It moved, and Walk That Walk was slowly built. But once Walk That Walk caught up and hit, it stuck like for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So they were kind of simultaneously. But Walk That Walk was probably like shit, almost a year before Halle Berry, maybe about 8-9 months before Halle Berry.
No
so my
shit.
Halle Berry blew up in the first month, bro. Like it took no time. Like
but this is after Hurricane Chris get the record.
No, this is before.
This is
Hurricane
what y'all
Chris.
do. Yeah.
This is way before that. Hurricane Chris didn't get Halle Berry to maybe 2 years after it.
I thought it had been going for a minute before that.
It was already all over Texas. Dallas. See, it started from clean Prairie View, Dallas, Houston, and then and beyond Oklahoma, this and Kansas. It had already spread that before Hurricane. But Hurricane bought it when it was already big in that region. And then they took it and bought it later. They bought it in like 2009. We did that song probably like in early 2008 or maybe late 2007. You get what I'm saying? So like we had that record had been out for a minute before they even came in the picture.
So okay, boom. Okay, so how does it ended up going that way then? Because I remember when it happened, it was like these Texas records just popping up everywhere else, like even with the Dougie record. Like I remember the Dougie shit happened like that. Then it was like Hurricane Chris gets the Halle Berry record. Like how these records leaving Texas? Like
so with the with the Halle Berry record, that was me and Superstar. Shout out to Superstar who originally had the record. You know what I'm saying? It was his record, but he was in my primetime click group. And you know what I'm saying?
He wrote the hook and all that.
Yeah. So he approached me to get on the record because I was the hottest thing at PV. So when I hopped on the record, it blew up at PV, blew up in Dallas, and I was doing a lot of shows by this time. So I was moving, I was in motion. So I single-handedly took it up to Dallas, and Dallas is where it blew up at and went mainstream because I took it straight to the club, to the radio. Like all in 1 month, you know what I'm saying? I went home. And I was already doing a lot of shows.
This is why you moving with Walk That Walk.
Yeah, this is why I was moving Walk That Walk and mixtape shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was known as a mixtape rapper first. So I had like that little niche. But then Walk That Walk was moving in the clubs. But then, you know, we brought Halle Berry and then we blew it up. And then it just spread like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? And then I had those two records moving at the same time.
And you independent this whole time?
Yeah. Just independent. Me and my DJ, me and Merk.
How y'all making this shit happen like this?
Investing in ourselves and just really the grinding. You know what I'm saying? We was putting every dollar into mixtapes, but we was moving around heavy. Like I was in the club, even while I was at PV, I was in the clubs from Monday to Monday, whether it was Houston or Dallas. Like I will, you know what I'm saying? I finished my last class. We'll shoot.
You went to school same time?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was at school. You know, some days I was going to class, some days I wouldn't. But I shoot to the H, and one night I hit every club that's going on in the H. You know what I'm saying? Find my way in there, go meet the DJ, lock in, let them hear the song. Once they heard the song, they could hear it. You know what I'm saying? And just getting that motion like that in Houston and Dallas, going back and doing the same thing, and that's how we kind of got it going. We was in the clubs every night, and then when we went in the clubs, we had the mixtape going on, and then you got this is the rise and the beginning of Facebook and MySpace, so we killing in that area too. So we was kind of just all over the place, like we just never stopped grinding. So it was really more so about the hustle and the grind that got us in that predicament. You know what I'm saying?
How far y'all going out at that time?
How far what?
How far y'all going out, like with the record, like traveling wise? You know what I'm saying at that time?
Dallas, Houston, and then we start hitting the small towns like the Tylers and the Wacos and
just running Texas
and the Beaumont. Yeah, we just Texas right now. We just everywhere we can go in Texas, San Antonio. It started off all Texas, and then
Was it networking through the college circuit? Like y'all
The college circuit. So PV, we linked up with DJ Halle Berry. He was at HT Austin. You know, we would go to Lamar and Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? We would go to, of course, TSU, U of H when I hit there. So we was hitting all that.
SFA, all that shit.
Yeah, but we was stepping out in the clubs too. You know what I'm saying? And which is the real city of the Houston too. So I mean, the more I think about it, we really just wasn't missing nothing. We was hitting everything. College circuit, the streets, the clubs, the internet. You know what I'm saying? We was hitting everything like simultaneously. You know.
Donnie Houston.